Yo, what's everyone telling me, man? 3-0. We dominated Barcelona PSG. We've done that already in the final. Dominated Barcelona. New trim. Who's this guy? I know all of you in the comments are gassed right now. Now, what's going on in my visuals right now is a mad thing. Let's get that back now. It's back in the building. But people, I'm very, very happy to announce Chelsea are finally getting praise from rivals. Not like I care, but all of a sudden now, they want to start praising our players. All of a sudden, we've got all of these kind of guys everyone rates. Apparently, Maresca is a top coach everyone rates now. What frauds. We've been telling them this for like 2-3 years, and they didn't listen to us. And now, because we Barça, and now because you beat all these big teams, people want to come on this side, and they want us to help against Arsenal. But anyway, let's get this ticker on. Very important that you guys subscribe to the channel. We're not too far from 2,400, I think 50 away. So I need to change this actually. But please, people, make sure you're subscribing to me. Make sure you're showing me love on the channel. And make sure you're subscribing to everybody you see on the channel and showing them love. Put your comments in as well. I just make sure this chat is booming. So please put your comments in. That'll be really helpful so I can see what's going on. Be up Faye for the first comment as well. As long as the praise ours, the hate is fine. Just can't rely on that regular. Facts. But I'll bun these guys anyway because Chelsea absolutely dominated Barcelona. As I expected, by the way. Well, I said 2-1, but let's not act like we couldn't have won the game. I think everyone sort of was confident that Chelsea would get the dub. And it's nice to see that finally we can take our chances and actually move forward. And you know what it is? Seeing us actually take chances is weird. Considering how many offsides we had and how we were playing, it's crazy. But let me know where you're watching in the world. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know on Estevao and the goal he scored and the atmosphere at the bridge and how you're feeling as a fan. Are you confident about Arsenal game on Sunday? Let me know below in the comments. So type away. Let me know your thoughts. We got Jay in the cut, chilling there as always. Bring me in a second. But people, like the video, comment your feelings of the match, and we have a great stream, man. Great stream. And don't forget, guys, 50% of you are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed and you're a snake and you're loving this content, hit the sub button so you always know when I'm going live and you're supporting me and you can sub to anybody you see in the stream. So everyone wins. Do you get me? Especially Chelsea, because us fans as Chelsea fans are the best community in the world. Do you know why? Because we win, we're passionate, our stadium isn't fertilized and artificial. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're just real guys. And we're chill guys. Don't forget that one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, man. We're Jay in the building. I know he's happy, man. You're at the game. Yo, what was the vibes like yesterday? Because people who don't know where they live in America or Africa or whatever, talk to us now, Jay.
Bro, there was people from America, there's people from Jamaica. Some Jamaican guy recognized me from TikTok, came up to me. Bro,
No way.
He flew from Jamaica, bro. The atmosphere, I told you, we thought the Liverpool atmosphere was elite. That yesterday tops it.
That top Liverpool one.
Yeah, that topped the Liverpool one. Unbelievable. And do you know what it is as well? Estevao starting helped as well. Every time he touched the ball.
Yeah.
And you know, like, you went to the Liverpool game, you know when they read out the names? You know how there are some players and there are some players that get more cheers than others. When Estevao said number 41, Willian Estevao, the stadium like lit up. And usually that's Cole Palmer where it like lights up when they say him. But oh my god, what a game. I predicted 3-2. I thought we'd win, but I predicted 3-2. We kept another clean sheet.
I can't believe it.
We
stopped him now. You know, guys, for record, Jay, Barcelona had scored in the last 53 games. They had scored a goal in their last 5-3 games. And guess who stopped them? The mighty world champions. Be it yourself, Corvadell Penny, man. Be it yourself, bro. Listen, that's literally what we can do when teams underestimate us. That's why Arsenal, always Arsenal fans going to stop getting gassed. There's only this, only Burnley, there's only PSG Highline. Keep underestimating us, isn't it, Jay? This is what we do. We love being underdogs.
Since yesterday, it's only been Arsenal fans that have been trying to like.
It's rattled, isn't it? Like,
I've been trying to dilute this. Yeah, let me say like, oh, you know what? They went down to 10 men. Oh, they haven't got Pedri. Oh, he played a high line. He's stupid for that. It's Barcelona's fault. bro, give us some respect, man. Like, there's not a single player. You could spin a wheel to decide who gets man of the match.
Facts.
You could actually okay. No, the only player that you could say leaves. Everyone was like a 10. The only player that leaves like an 8.5 out of 9 is maybe Garnacho. You could say he maybe had like he's maybe the least effective, but he still plays well.
But no,
but he still plays well. Yeah, he still plays well. Yeah, that's what I mean. But credit to Maresca, credit to the players. But I think that might be. I don't know. Was that better than the PSG game?
Yeah,
it's tough. Remember how many offside goals as well. Remember how many offside goals as well.
Yeah, I think
there's three that was offside, one that got ruled out for handball. Yeah.
Someone said it was a more complete performance. I would agree with that. Like everybody performed to a high level. PSG we did as well, but I feel like yesterday we dominated them. Whereas PSG was more like we played really well, and we didn't expect it because that was like our first big team we'd beat in a while, innit? Yeah. So, boy, like, genuinely, I genuinely can't believe we've actually performed very consistently in the last month or so.
Well, that's like, 4 clean sheets in a row.
4 clean sheets in a row, goals scored, different goal scorers, confidence.
And again, literally, we just spoke about it. A team that's gone 53 games scoring, and we just kept it clean. We broke that record for them.
And you know what it is? When I'm watching these games, guys, I feel like the opposition doesn't even play to their level. Is that because we're so good? It's like, when I watched the PSG game in this game, it's like Barça and PSG cannot gave up, but like, they're just kind of susceptible to the fact that Chelsea is just really good. Their system is just spot on.
I think once my guy got sent off, I think that's when the game was done, if I'm honest.
No, but we had so many chances before that anyway.
Yeah, but they were still in the game. We were still the better team, but they were still in the game at that point. But once he got sent off, it's like they go down to 10 men. Like, yeah. But let's bring Andrew in, man, because I know he's waiting to like cook. Come on, man.
Routine win. Win. No. No. Listen. Am I surprised the level of victory? Maybe, but I'm not surprised that we raised our game. I've said it all last week or so that we will always raise our games for this. And even before that, don't let the red card fool you. I know it was only 1-0, but I know they had that chance in the first 5 minutes, but we battered them even before the red card.
We would have still won either way.
We would have still won.
Yeah.
Because they played that ridiculous high line and that offside trap. So we would have still won. We had 3 goals disallowed. We should have absolutely humiliated.
But only one of them was an even offside. I think that.
I don't think the Enzo second one was offside because I don't think Chalobah touched it. So but a great performance. There's no bad performances. It's just the argument is who's the best performance. If you want to do that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what it is. And Maresca got I think now, Ches. First of all, Ches. That lineup yesterday proved that we have no.
Because we literally got 3-4 players wrong. We literally got completely wrong.
Wow, what did you guys predict? Was it?
We thought Pedro got out front.
I was shocked that Pedro didn't start. To be fair, he didn't even come on the pitch.
But I think now we have to realise that. I think we need to stop. Not that we do, but I think as a fan base, we just need to stop criticising lineups when we see them. Do you know what I mean? Also, we just need to let it criticize it afterwards if it doesn't work out. No problem, right?
Also, can we? Yeah, go on.
Ahead of time, we just need to. I think he's earned the right to pick whoever he wants to pick. Yeah. Essentially, and the way he wants to set up, I think he's earned the right. Because it was just very, very good. And even after the lineup, it just makes more sense now than what he picked as a lineup than what even we picked. Do you know what I mean? Just with that line and everything.
Can we debunk this myth that was going on at the start of the season that James can't play in midfield because he can? The reason it wasn't working is because Gusto wasn't in form yet and he was getting caught out defensively. So the Chelsea fans' argument is like they want him back at right back. He can't play in midfield. He can.
Yeah.
Reshamed is that kind of footballer where he can play anywhere on the pitch. I want to see him in goal now. Nah. But with Gusto's back in form, and that's a proper fullback performance. On the other side, oh my god, this guy, you can't. Cucurella, man.
Another performance, another winger He has pocketed every winger he's faced this season, no matter the level of them. He's pocketed every single winger.
Imagine that's Yamal he faced. Now he's coming up against Saka.
Yeah, now Yamal's got a groin injury apparently or something like that, or was coming off a groin problem.
Now he's coming up against Saka, like predictable cut in left foot. Yeah,
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, but if he pockets them back to back, I mean, there's no argument for me anyway. But and like people try and put, I know people like Nuno Mendes, but there's no argument for me. He's the best.
No, it has
to
be. He's the
best. If you want to call it world class or not, I don't care. He's the best. He's the best, and he done both sides of the game yesterday. He was involved in the first goal. He got Araujo sent off. He pocketed Jamal. He
got man of the match for a reason. Like, yeah, I said at the start of the stream, like you could spin a wheel to give man of the match, but if we're being honest, he like properly like deserves it because he gave like a 20, 15 out of 10 performance.
Yeah, he was sensational.
He was unbelievable.
Yamal stinker and hooked. That's what happened yesterday.
Literally every single player on the pitch. I'll wait for Ches before we speak on this one. But Enzo Fernandez was brilliant as well. Like he's turning into a big game player. He really is.
He's very good. He's very consistent. He should have had at least a goal yesterday. That, like I said, I think that
should have had a goal again. It got ruled out, but
it got ruled out. He should have had one.
Pedro Neto as well should have scored that chance in the first half, and then that second half where he made that run. When he made that,
I just thought he was too quick for his teammates. There was not enough time to pass it back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like no one else is that fast. That's the thing. But he's rapid, and I think him not going on international break is a massive what's the word? Like help because I mean he got the rest, so he's been able to play the Burnley game and the Barcelona game because Maresca trusts him. I think he might be Maresca's favourite player in the squad.
Yeah, because we were obviously we did the thing yesterday and we thought, well, he's probably going to rest him. You know what I mean? Yeah. With Arsenal coming up, and he was very unselfish yesterday. His work that he did, it was a very good performance. I mean, where do we begin? So we'll save all the big ones. I mean. What was your initial reaction to the lineup when you saw it?
I was happy with it. The only thing I was unhappy with it, but I was surprised about was Pedro Neto false 9, and that João Pedro wasn't even starting. By the end of the day, when you look at it, João Pedro, even though he's been scoring the odd goal, he hasn't actually been playing that well. So I can understand why. He'd want to use Neto as well because he's on a scoring streak and he just runs, he works hard, he doesn't stop. Garnacho's been playing well. We can't really drop him. And he didn't play against Burnley, so we kind of knew he was going to play this game. And Estevao, again, didn't play against Burnley. We knew he was definitely going to start this game. But yeah, as I've already said, that the Reece James in midfield, I predicted it'd be Reece James in midfield alongside Caicedo, Gusto right back. And the centre backs, Fofana, Chalobah, I predicted that as well. So man, he was just...
I didn't get... I thought maybe he would try that Badiashile for 60 minutes, to do the whole thing. But I was with you. I just didn't know who was going to play in midfield out of Gusto or Reece. I thought they were both going to play, but I didn't know who was going to play in midfield. But
do you know what it is now? It's another option. It's like another solution for the midfield now. It's like Asugo's out, Lavia's out, and we're coping. And another player that we got to speak about, he didn't start, but he came on, and Andre Santos, man.
Oh, yeah. He just slotted.
He was involved. When you actually look at it, he was involved in both of the goals. When you watch it back, because he made that interception for the
interception. Got it to Estevao, who passed it to Reece, who passed it back to Estevao. Yeah.
And then the second one, I think it was the same. He passed it to Enzo, if I'm not mistaken. Was it him? Yeah, I think it might have been him.
Right.
But I'm so gutted that goal got ruled out as well.
Yeah, it was just Garnacho was just off. Yeah.
I can't lie. The ref, I didn't think he had a great game. I think he was giving a lot of slack. He didn't have a poor game. Like at the end of the day, we won.
Any time I was going, oh no, ref, what did you? I can't remember.
Maybe when you're in the stadium, it's different.
Yeah, possibly.
There were a couple of fouls. Oh, here he is. There were a couple of fouls. I look at it and go, a bit soft. But yes, to be fair, you could argue the Araujo thing was a straight red.
Well, he's an idiot because his first card wasn't even a foul. It was mouthing off.
No, it was mouthing it. Yeah.
It was mouthing off to the ref, and he's the captain. He's an idiot.
That's the captain, yeah. He gets sent off
in
the first half.
I'm fine with it. Do you know? I'm fine with it. He's an absolute moron. But Rob, Now, Rob, I know you're going to be truthful, but what did you actually think when you saw the starting lineup yesterday? Were you shocked or surprised by anything?
I loved it.
No, not loved it. I know loved it. Were you surprised by who he picked and how he picked?
No, because it made the most sense. Gusto starting makes sense.
Yeah.
Neto is striker, right? Because
Yeah.
I didn't think João Pedro was gonna get it. João Pedro for me was the one that I wasn't sure whether Maresca had the goal to drop yet, just because he hadn't been dropped yet. But it makes sense that this game was not a João Pedro game because he doesn't have the pace, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. You know what, Rob? I think we picked João Pedro because we didn't think Neto was going to start after the weekend game because we had Arsenal coming up, and he thought it might give him a bit less minutes. But when you actually look at how the game is and how they play the high line with that ridiculous offside. No, stop talking about the offline. That offside trap's ridiculous as well that they try and play.
But you know what?
It makes more sense that he even picked Neto, and even what he could have done, Rob, and he did do it. They switched as well.
Yes, but do you know what it is as well? Do you know what it is? Like when I was doing my predicted lineup, I was struggling in the attack because I was sitting there going, Neto's in scoring form, and we know how much Maresca loves him, and with the space that Barca are going to leave him behind, he suits this game to a T. Garnacho's in great form. You happy that I said that, Rob? I haven't seen you since that Wolves game.
Jay, you know, ironically, Garnacho was the only one I was sure about that was going to start.
The only reason.
Do you know why? Because I was unsure whether he was going to start Estevao or not. I was really unsure.
Yeah. But you know the only reason.
Like I said with Neto played like a full 90 or near enough a full 90. I think he played that. Well, he played a long time during, and I didn't think because we had Arsenal coming up. I know it's 5 days near enough 5 days. I didn't know whether he was. And remember, I know he hadn't gone to the international break, but I think he had a knock during the international break, and he was recovering from it. But I just didn't know whether he was going to do it. That's why it's ironic. Garnacho, I was certain Garnacho was going to start because he didn't play at the weekend. But Garnacho was in.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Yeah, that's the reason I thought he'd start this game. And Estevao, I can't lie. I had that slight confidence that he'd start him. I would have been disappointed if he didn't start Estevao, and he did. And we're going to wait.
There was still doubts over it. I think.
Yeah, but that's why I was struggling so much with the attack.
We all wanted him to start because he didn't play at Burnley, and maybe I should have more confidence he was going to start because he didn't play against Burnley. So you're freshening up the thing. It was just, like I said to you guys, the lineup makes even more sense now afterwards. How we played and how they played, it just makes more sense. You're right, Rob. João Pedro he's got pace, but he would drop deep. He would drop deep to collect the ball.
He would drop deep, and we didn't need nobody to drop deep. We need people to stretch the pitch.
He might do better against Arsenal, to be fair, because
we didn't need people to come and congest the midfield. Because we already had Gusto, Enzo, and Caicedo in there. We didn't need somebody else coming in there and congesting it. We needed people that would stretch the back line out. Yeah. And Pedro Neto was ideal. And I didn't think Delap was gonna start.
I knew he wouldn't start.
Just because I thought, not because I don't think it's good, with the high line. Obviously he is, but because the amount of times he got caught offside against Burnley, worried me a little bit. I was like, oh no, I don't see you starting against Barcelona. Even though I was like, if there was a start, if you had to pick a striker to start against Barcelona between João Pedro and Delap obviously is better suited. But I just think Delap didn't have the offside.
So you think Delap's better suited
to play Barcelona high line? Yes,
I think so.
Actually, high line. Yeah, no, you're right. My bad.
Yeah. What's one of the things we said before the game? I said João Pedro needs to let go of the ball quicker.
Yeah,
needs to be quick on the ball.
Ches.
Maresca saw that as well because he didn't start him. He's like, he's not going to be quick enough in terms of the play.
Can I ask Ches first? What was your PTSD level before the game started? In the
I actually wasn't that stressed, to be fair. I spoke to you yesterday. I asked Andrew. I was with him yesterday. This time yesterday, I predicted we win the game. I was fairly confident, but I was more like, Rob, so mad. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting more confident now. The week's going on, isn't it? So now I'm like, Before we would be like,
do you know what it is, Ches? Do you know what it is, Ches? Right? And this doesn't mean this is going to sound arrogant. I don't fear playing any team. I just fear how we play against.
No, that's what I'm saying. We are almost enemy.
Yeah,
I think I'm not too confident about the 1-0s. Like when, to be fair, Rob, when we go 1-0 up, I do that to get the second goal because obviously the daggers we've been hit over the years of the pot season. You be winning the game and then concede last minute. That's the only thing I'll be like, like the game yesterday, we were all screaming for 2-0 because when we saw it get 2-0, we were like, yeah, game over, you know. But like, yeah, man, like Arsenal game, I'm not like nervous like I would have been maybe this time last year or even early in the year, you know. But you're saying you're saying Rob for joining as well.
Yes, we are waiting. We are waiting for you to come back before we start talking about a certain player. The one behind you.
Oh yeah, I thought we were going to talk about Rob Sanchez or something.
No,
I was like,
no. What I'm saying is, this is what. Listen, I keep saying to you guys, the only 2 times any football fan should mention a goalkeeper is when they've been outstanding and been the best player in your team. You know what I mean? In terms of they've put off worldies or they've cost you it. I'm more convinced now than ever that Maresca's gone back to what we did last season in terms of how we defend and limiting the shots, limiting everything. Because apart from that Ferran Torres chance, what else? Does anyone remember anything else that he had to do?
Nothing. Sanchez saved. The Rafinha shot at the end of Sanchez.
No, you're right. Yeah, no,
that's
you're right.
No, is it just me? Yeah,
that was a good one. Keep the clean. You know what? Keep the clean sheet. That's what he should be always thinking. Keep the clean sheet, no matter what.
Let me ask you a question. Why do these teams look like so out of it when we play them? Do you think our tactics are so good that their teams just like?
Because obviously we know, like, in order to win a football game, like most people say a football game are won in midfield, right? Our midfield has no weakness, right? Every other midfield in world football, you can pickpocket a weakness. PSG, highly technical, not physical enough. Barcelona, highly technical.
He's gone.
We lost him, dude.
The internet knows he's about to say something, man.
Also to add,
let's stop him from himself. Rob's about to say something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know how Rob is. Big up to Rob, man. But
he wasn't saying anything crazy. That's the ironic thing.
Yeah, no. For once, he was saying something PR-wise. It's good.
You know what's funny though? Like for me, I think yes, we are playing a little bit more defensive, which is that's fine. But I feel like we're also going forward, and we are trying to get a goal. Like I think with that, there's more intent, and then I think you have that midfield to rely on. Even though I think in certain parts of the game there was a time, because remember there was a period where Reece James was literally on Frankie de Jong, and then he weren't. Do you know what I'm saying? So they was letting him have the ball because they knew they're never gonna. The runners out wide, they ain't getting the ball from Frankie. No one's really getting the ball. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think with Maresca, it's more he does the whole. He adapts to the opposition, so he knows in terms of. So okay, that might be something that the opposition have to deal with, but then some opposition you play against can adapt to that, so they can fix the issues that they have or try to adapt to what you've done, innit? So with us, I think because we also have a quite flexible midfield in terms of they're also good technically, and to get our fullbacks are good. It just helps us more, and it puts us in a better. So we can either try to cancel them out or we can play football. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. So especially yesterday, I don't know about you guys, yeah. I was still on the way back home, and that's why I wasn't on here yesterday. And the lineup came out, and I just saw Neto up front. The first thing I thought of was the Wolves game. Remember when we started scoring? It was Wolves and like it was Neto, Garnacho, and that was hitting them on the transition. And I thought, actually, that's right. Like this, he's trying to do that again on the counter. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I was like, all right, cool, it is what it is. And then you see it in game, and you're like, okay, cool, this works. So there was no point of me being annoyed. Why is João Pedro not starting? And why is this guy not cool? You want to see those people against like the bigger teams, innit? But when your manager has a plan, and that's what I like about Maresca, and he doesn't care who he drops. It's one of those things, innit? That this is the way I want it to work, so he brings certain players in. So obviously the thing that we're all happy about is that our guy has started today. Do you know what I'm saying? And it worked. And he was amazing.
I think another thing to add on to that as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, especially in the big games. I think we're becoming more of an in-your-face team, like in terms of like physically as well. Like obviously you got players into obviously Reece James is massive. Caicedo's quite strong. Cucurella, he might not be the strongest, but he'll be in your face. He'll put in a challenge, and like even Enzo Fernandez as well. Like players get stuck in now. Like before, I think before they kind of matured, they wouldn't always get in your face. They'd be a bit laid back, and then that allowed teams to that allowed them time on the ball, that allowed them to make the passes, and like give us a threat up front. But now I don't think we're kind of with that team anymore. That's what I think.
To be fair, though, them South American teams, though, those are the things they like, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? The big game where it's high intensity and we'll get in your face, they usually kind of shine more in those. But I think I'm with you on that, and I think sometimes when you play the lesser teams, if you want to call them, I think it's more like it's a weird thing, innit? Where I think sometimes you just have to play more football. It's not really about the physical thing; it's about you getting your game right. You finding a way, and that it's not really about physicality. But when people are going, when you're really going toe to toe with another team, you need anything else that you can get over them, innit? Whether it's a physical aspect or like you have to find anything in it to make sure you put them off their game because any small mistake. Yeah.
I was gonna say there's some that our midfield possesses that I think it's hard to find in any other midfield in world football. That's like every midfield you can find weakness in them. We don't have one. We don't have weakness in our midfield. Right? In PSG's midfield,
I'm happy as well with Santos. Santos coming in now, like slowly, like feel like he's getting to his levels as well. I think
in PSG's midfield, you can find high technical level, but they lack physicality, right? Barcelona, physically, they're not all
high
that.
technicality, they lack the physicality.
They're up there. You go to Real Madrid, you got Tchouaméni, Valverde, all these guys. Physically, they're there. Technically, they're not there. We have Caicedo, physically and technically strong. Lavia, physical and press resistant. Enzo Fernandez, he's physical, he can spread passes. Like you wanna come play ball, we got a technical player to do so. You wanna come physical, be a physical and physically, we can. And so when we go against these PSG teams and these Barcelona teams that have the technical quality, not only can we match their technicality in midfield, but we can overpower them with our physicality in midfield. When you add Reece James in there, you add Gusto's pace, and then Andrew Santos comes off the bench, like all of that. Like you go even against a Spurs, you have Paulinho and Bentancur, physical, but on the ball they're not all that. But we can match your physicality, or even sometimes surpass it. But also we can beat them on a technical level because we have people that are elite on the ball as well. So that is why games.
But this is the thing, though. When you look at our system, bro, we can either be that team that has most of the possession. You get it, Mbappe around. We can be the guys that are on the transition. You get it, we can do that too. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what happens in the game or what happens, we're kind of set for that, innit? So, and this is why having a manager that's flexible is very important, because if he only sticks to one way, which you've seen with the opposition's manager and Hansi Flick, it becomes everyone knows exactly what you're going to do every single week. It doesn't matter what happens. And then everyone just knows how to stop you, innit? So, yeah, man, I think it was a great performance yesterday, in my opinion, from everyone.
No, facts. I feel like definitely a performance where we could build off it and continue to grow as a team. But I don't know. I still feel like we can go up another level in terms of if we could just do this for more consistent period, like even longer than this. If we could do this over Christmas time, even what we've just seen the last few weeks, then I think we can really start to push for really big majors, man. Sorry?
No, I was gonna say I've done a video on that on my TikTok. I was saying what's gonna tell us where how our squad is growing is if we can get through this Christmas period without dropping silly points to Leeds, Bournemouth, etc. I mean, if you Bournemouth,
the old cliche saying is you can beat Barca and beat Arsenal, but if you lose to Leeds, it kind of means nothing.
That's why Joe. If we take it to Arsenal, that's why I say I still have a thing that Arsenal might not win the league because it's not the big teams. They beat the big teams, but it's the small teams that they drop the points to, like where Arteta doesn't take them seriously, and that's what's been happening the past couple of years. And that's the same with us.
Yeah, this year is different though. This year is a lot different.
But let me just tell you this: the only issue is, even if Arsenal did drop points, what team, if not us, is going to be consistent enough to overtake them?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it might not.
We're not good enough right now to be that consistent.
But it's like probability in it. So how probable is it going to happen? I don't know. Rob,
No,
can you
Ches, if we're being honest about the Premier League, we're not ready to be consistent like that. There's no evidence in this current regime's history to state wait, that we're consistent enough to win a Prem. We haven't won a Prem since 2017. It's like, I think people that's why I keep telling people, focus on the Champions League. If you want to go for a major this year, go for the Champions League. We have a far higher probability chance, statistically and in real life watching the games, going for the Champions League than we do for the Prem. It's a fact. So for me, it's like when people start talking about the Prem, for me, I'm not going to get too giddy because like I'm aware of the deficiencies in the squad from a Premier League standpoint. So I know there's a chance that the defense is going to concede a stupid goal and we're going to drop points. So at that point, it's like all I can do is ask for progress from last season, and I see the progress. So I would focus on the Champions League. Like I think everyone should pull together more so for the Champions League than the Prem and see how far we can progress in the Prem as a result. Because for me, it's like until we get over that December period, which has not happened, I believe, since Sorry, if I'm not mistaken, was the only time we didn't have a absolute complete dross of a December. So I have to see it before I can say anything about the Prem. But that singular game against Arsenal, oh, we're coming for those bitches. I'll tell you that for free.
No, this game is bigger than that Barcelona game, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Rob, you raised your hand.
Spot on.
And you think we can be consistent. Can you tell the panel why?
Because I don't think there's any team that is consistent in the Prem. And Arsenal, the defense is consistent, the attack is not. Right. And I think Man City and Liverpool, those seasons have kind of made people think that's what a regular Prem season is like. No, this season is what a regular Prem season is usually like, right? There's Man City and Liverpool, 98, 100-point season. Those were anomalies, right? Like when they were going on 15 or 18 games winning streak, that's an anomaly, right? We went on a 13-game winning streak under Conte, and we were like, oh, wow, right? That was breaking records. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, there's no the reason why I'm saying that I firmly believe it. I've said this for time. We're gonna be in this title race is because I don't rate Liverpool, and I don't rate one-man attacks like Man City do have, right? And Arsenal, and I know that the defense has been my only worry at the beginning of the season was if Arsenal attack clicks. I just don't think they have. And do I think they will? I doubt it. And I think us. If you upgrade, if our center back can stay fit, as the only thing that can derail us this season was an injury crisis, and we've seen it. If you had Fofana and Badiashile fit at the beginning of this season, we are top of the table. If you had Cole Palmer alone fit, we're top of the table. Right?
Yeah, but we spoke about this. We spoke about it before, though, man. We said that we don't know that. That's if buts and babies. Even Palmer, even if Palmer's there, we don't know if we win, if we'll be top of the league or not. It'd give us a better chance, but you're not sure about that.
And just to go a step further, I'll be about the realism of what's happening right now. I'm not going to say who's not in the team, who's in the team. As Chelsea stands currently, we are not consistent enough to win the Prem. That is a fact. And it's like, here's the thing. If you're trying to tell me if our center backs are healthy, once again, that's like this good gentleman here just said, that's a hypothetical. It has not happened. Thomas Tuchel definitely could have won the Premier League. Everybody knows how I feel about Tuchel. Why didn't he win the Premier League besides not switching up his tactics? It's the injuries first that killed him. He didn't know how to adapt without his wingbacks. That's a fact. And it's like, so it's same thing with Maresca. And I don't want to speak on, I don't want to put that judge out there. But if certain players go down in this team, Maresca's system goes down. That's a fact. So it's like, I don't want to, and this is for all the naysayers who were trying to beat Maresca out at the beginning of the season because he didn't know how to adapt to certain things that were going on with the injuries that were around. Shame on you, gentlemen. Shame on you. It's crazy. It's actually crazy to me. People were actually asking for our manager's head 4 weeks into the fucking season.
Yeah,
you absolute has-beens. That's the only thing I really wanted to come on here and say. My whole thing is big up to the boys on the game. I know everyone's been shouting praise individually and all over on the team, but my one agenda.
He's talking to you, bro. He's talking to you,
Jay. He knows. I don't miss words. I told people.
No. My thing was. I said if he after the United and the Brighton game, my thing was if he's gonna carry on like this after like we get like a red card or like he's gonna go defensive when we're leading at home, this can't continue. But he didn't. He changed it. The Liverpool game immediately changed it. We get the result, and then since then, apart from Sunderland and maybe Karabag, we've been picking up results. So
yeah, come out and admitted you're wrong. Like, this is what I'm saying. This isn't.
Yeah, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. Yeah,
because he's admitted. Yeah, and he's also younger. As a result, I understand the Chelsea blood of sacking and firing is in you. You just, as soon as you start not performing well for a consistent period again, it's like, nah, get him out of here. I'll never forget how they sacked Tuchel. I'll never forget how the fan base turned on that manager. That manager specifically, I will never forget that. Because it was like, man brought us a Champions League with Timo Werner, Havertz, and fucking Mason Mount in attack. And you guys thought he was the root of the issues. And that's why we were so shit up until now. But that's not
Christensen at the back as well. Like, we had to come off with Thiago Silva. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, no.
I just like to remind people, it's context, man. And one thing I'll give Rob, and this is to Rob over there, because Rob was saying it even when I was being pessimistic. Sometimes you really got to give it some time. Like this fan base, and I understand the history, but at a certain point in time, gents, we have to give it some time. Look at what you're seeing before you. This is what technically a shit defense. Our attack is not fully firing yet. And look where we are in all competitions. So it's like at a certain point in time, like there's going to be a lot of revisionist history soon. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of people are going to start talking about the board, the manager, and this team differently. But
I already said I'm already going, collecting receipts for the revision over the summer transfer window. Where I said we had the best summer transfer window of all the top 16. Now you're hearing Man City fans talking about, our squad is not good enough. Sabinho, all the crap. Spurs fans. Xavi Simons, absolute crap. Tel, Kolomwani, Kudus, only got 1 assist all season, and they're complaining about the squad. Liverpool, we don't have the balance. We should have got Mark Gahey. We need to go get Saminio as well. We forgot to get a DM. Now they're complaining over there, right? Yeah. And we're chilling over here. We're going out in the Sur Barcelona without even needing Cole Palmer and Joao Pedro. And we can start Gusto and bring Andres Santos on for him, and there's no drop in quality whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right.
No, the reason. Sorry, last thing. The reason I think Chelsea fans were like getting onto like this model, and I was one of them. I'm not saying like that it's bad or anything, but I'm saying that the reason it being is because we've never seen it work at a Premier League club before. We were like, how do we know that's actually going to be like successful or sustainable? That's why Chelsea fans were concerned about it. But
really quick, let me tell you why though, and it's because I hear this and I'm one who's criticizes the ownership. But let me tell you why we all are idiots for doing it. Because the reality is, do you think people would think? Listen, Rob. Yes, Rob, me. Yes, Rob, Cali King. Yes, me. Do you think people would invest billions of dollars to fail? And I'm only using this as an example. My history of Todd Bowley is my understanding of another sport. So I don't think sports translate over. I would never tell you some stupid shit like that. Football is football, and it is a distinct cultural sport that has a specific heritage and way you must approach it to win. However, I repeat once again, people are not going to sink billions of dollars to fail. They're going to do the best they can to try to succeed and do what? Make more money. So the ownership model at first, yes, I can understand why that was very, very, let's just say, I'm gonna say just unordinary, to use a simple word. Because my thing is, We've never seen anyone take young players to try to compete for the major honors. But the thing is, I'm going to be honest, no one thought we were going to get young players like this. Your Estevaos, your Asugos. You didn't think you were going to get players of this high level quality. Rob, you did not think that. Stop that shit, Rob. Stop that shit.
I've been calling this
I'm
elite
going,
recruitment since time, bro.
Elite recruitment.
I've been calling elite
let's not listen. I'm all for Glazing.
You know what? Let's not even go into it because I don't even want to argue after yesterday.
Let's be serious, right? Listen, I'm all for Glazing and stuff, but they'll credit for some of the signings, but some of the signings have not been good as they've been sold the next summer. So we know it's not all been good. Okay, what we should all be praising, no matter what, is how Maresca has managed to turn chicken shit into chicken salad. That's what it should be. What he's managed to do. He should be getting. He's the first above anyone else, above the ownership, above the sporting director, above the players. He should be getting the most praise out of any Chelsea fan for what he is doing at this moment.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, I agree. He should be getting a lot of credit. But let's not make no mistakes. Make no mistakes. He's got absolute quality. To have Andres Santos coming off the bench for you, to have Estevao and Neto to pick from as your to have Delap as a striker off the bench is an option, right?
Yes.
That's absolute quality. Let's not you have Rhys James in your to come to put in your midfield as well.
Rob,
he's got quality after quality everywhere in this team.
Rob, he is doing something that's extraordinary since we don't have a settled centre back partnership.
I think we do now.
I hear you, but that's best. That's injury.
That's based of injuries. I will give you.
No,
that.
Injuries happen. Yes, it's based of injury. If injury didn't happen, it will still be Wes and Levi.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, we gave. You want to talk about? I won't go too much. You want to talk about the recruitment? The recruitment was here when Poch was here, and he did fuck all with them. Do you know what I mean? When Poch was here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like. You want to praise him? I'm not going to argue that. That's your choice to do so. But I think Maresca should be praised above anything else.
Maresca absolutely deserves massive credit.
He's doing something. Credit. And remember, he's not as experienced as Poch is. Poch just threw in the towel because he's a loser. So, you know what I mean? So, it's just one of those things. I just think it... I think whoever said it was... I think Callie said it. The consistency needs to come in. Now, what do? You got 5 days to prepare for
Okay, hold on.
Right?
Sorry, Andrew. I just got to quickly.
Go ahead, man.
When we're talking about first of all, big up, fellas, man. What a win. Come on, let's go, man. What a win, man. Yo, but like when we're talking about consistency, I was talking about Jem with it just this earlier this day. And guys, if you look at our record from January till now, I mean, it's crazy. We're not worried about consistency anymore. That's not a big thing. You know, that's not something that we need to highlight anymore. We're winning a lot of games. I think we're 8-1-1 in our last 10. In all competitions.
Someone look at our clean sheet record as well.
It's crazy.
Can I say something on that? I get that, and it's been good. But we're saying about consistency specifically during the November-December period. That's when we usually tend to drop points. Like last season, it was Ipswich, Everton, Fulham.
Because that's a historical thing. That's
I mean,
it's just that period of time is more important.
Yeah. But I agree. Like, there's evidence to say we can get. Well, no, from what we've seen since January, we can get through it, but it's just whether or not they will. But yeah, carry on.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see. But I think that on evidence, I think Maresca, that was his first period, the first chance through the winter period where, matches are coming thick and fast, and players, like young players, are dropping like flies. Like, let's not forget that that's something that you need to navigate. You need the physicality and like mental fortitude to get through that period as well as a player. And that goes beyond the manager. But the thing that I have to commend Maresca for the most, and I think that this has gone under the radar, obviously tactically astute, but how you communicate what you want for 11 players and have them all come into the game and execute it at such a high level, that is a master. That's a manager. That's somebody that is communicating.
You will to decide man of the match.
Yeah, like we have 3 or 4 candidates easy, right? And like to get the instruction right. Well, I don't think our center backs have much to do.
I'm joking.
Yeah, But like, you know what I mean though? Like to get the tactics right, to get everyone understands what their role is when they come into the side. Everyone understands what it's going to take, the intensity that you have to play at, and meeting it on all the matches. Like, I'm serious, man. That's what you want in a manager. And like, he needs to start getting the plaudits now. He needs to start getting more of the plaudits than he has been getting. I agree with that 100%. What Andrew was saying, like, it's time to start putting more respect on his name and giving him, you know, the plaudits that he deserves, because it's not an easy thing, especially with a young playing staff. We're still talking about one of the youngest teams in Europe, and look at the performances that we're putting in against the European elite, as they would have it. So
Yeah,
he's killing it.
What I would say is this: I think it's a bit of both, isn't it? So, Rob is correct.
I hear what Coach saying. To even back him more on that, like Maresca has proven to be an exceptional communicator, right? Like I like the fact that he just keeps it honest. Like, yo, Sterling, yeah, you and for me, bro. Like, keep it stepping. No matter how vexed Sterling gets, like as much as I wanted Jackson to stay, as much as I wanted Jackson to stay, you know, Jackson, hey, I need to move on.
Do you remember the disaster report a week ago?
Yes, I mean, for as much as I might disagree with him, but at least even Chilwell said it today. At least he was honest with me, saying, "Yeah, you know what, you and me, rather than using sugarcoating, like, you know, yeah, cool, you know, I can see he's still a Chelsea player, blah blah blah." No, like, he's honest, and he lets, and I'm sure, like, every player comes in and say, "I spoke with Maresca before I joined Chelsea." Like, and I'm sure when you speak with Maresca, tells you, you come here, you'll be successful. If you work hard, you'll play. Like, it's all Garnacho. He knows if he doesn't work off the ball, he's not gonna play, right? And that's what he's told. He's told Noni Madueke when he was here. We heard it. We heard that all the time. And that's simple. That's just the way it is. And you gotta like the fact that he's that strict. He's like, I don't think he let anything be ambiguous. Like, he's clear. It's this, or it's black, or it's white. You know, I leave things in a gray area. No. This guy, my penalty taker, it's Cole Palmer. Yeah, when Cole Palmer is not there, it's Enzo Fernandez. You might not like it, but that is my decision.
The only thing I want him to do now, unlike last year, someone says you're in a tight race, he doesn't have to say we're in a tight race. Just don't dismiss.
Don't say no.
He can internally think it and just leave it to himself. He just, very simple. He just says, my team's in 4 competitions. We're going very well. Let's see what we can do, and just leave it like that.
We're taking game by game.
Exactly.
Game by game. We just game by game. I'm worried about Arsenal. I'm worried about Leeds. I'm worried about whatever. Just game by game. That game by game gimmick.
Exactly.
So, you know, if you want to answer, don't answer. But don't dismiss the oh no, we're not in the title race.
No, don't just don't try to say no, we're not ready, we're not in the title race. Like, I mean, to be fair, last season you could say, you know what, it's his first season. Like, a lot of these players have just come under a season with Poch and Graham Potter, maybe not Graham Potter, but a season with Poch where they just about got Europa League. But this season, like, we've won the Club World Cup, we've won the Conference League, we brought in some signings, we've got players like Estevao in, we still got Cole Palmer to add to this team as well. Because we haven't really seen him much this season, let's be honest. So let's not dismiss it. Like, I'm not saying we have to win the league. Obviously, I don't think we are going to win the league, but let's give it a go.
Yeah, 100%. And on the ownership and the thing point, manager, I think it's a bit of both. I was saying to Rob before, it's just that the manager is definitely doing a lot in terms of, we haven't got great defenders in terms of individuals. They're good, maybe prospects, but they're not at the high level that we've had in the past to win leagues and stuff. And he's definitely getting the good out them in the system. Also, the style of play is improved. We're scoring way more goals. We haven't seen this many goal scorers and goals scored for a long time. It's been a long time since we had this. So that's on him as well. But then at the same time, shout out Rob, the ownership, the sporting directors, they get a lot of credit because they hired the guy and they hired the play.
Exactly.
So it's definitely a bit of both. Like, we can't, it's like Pep, for example, with the City group. He is obviously a world-class elite manager, but without the recruitment and the team around him, he can only do so much. Hence why the Man City fans are complaining about the squad, because they don't think it's his fault. You see? So it's definitely a balance. I'm not going to say it's 50% or 60%, but let's give credit to everybody. Everyone deserves praise.
Ches,
you know?
This clean sheet thing as well. I was just racking my brain, right? Because we conceded 3 against Brighton at home. 2 against United,
5.
2 against Sunderland, and 2 against Brentford, right? So that's 4 games out of the 12, right? In the other 8 games, we've only conceded 2.
Yeah. So those games skewed our kind of numbers.
Yeah, I don't really count the Man United and Brighton
Would you say,
we were down
Rob?
to 10 men. We were down to 10 men during those games, so it's pretty.
Rob, what did you say? You said a cheeky comment. What did you say?
I said those games Gusto started.
Gusto started yesterday.
Gusto's got a good record.
I'm saying when Gusto starts, Chelsea doesn't lose.
I don't think it's about Gusto. I think it's the way we play.
Exactly.
Oh, I thought he was having a go.
Just let him have it.
Rob, Gusto's been good, but because we play a different kind of way, we have more solidity when he plays.
That's what I'm saying. When Gusto plays, we concede less.
It's not defensive, but it's a lot more like reassuring because
when Gusto's in form,
huh?
I was gonna say when Gusto's in form, he's one of the best players in the team. But when he's out of form, you notice it.
Yeah,
I'm not even saying.
I think Santos long term will do better than Gusto in that role.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for Gusto, right? Like I had the stat when he starts in the Prem, we've only conceded 2 goals. The Paquetá shot and the goal against Liverpool. Right? And we've scored, I think, 19 goals and only conceded 2. When Gusto doesn't start, we've scored 5 and conceded 9.
Yeah, I'll say this. I'm not his biggest supporter. You guys know how I stay. I need to see balance, right? But I'll say this about him. He's definitely picked up his play under Maresca. He's definitely showing that he has a little bit more tactical flexibility. And I think that's something that Maresca can use. Like when he's in his best, it's basically he's not really impacting the game from a defensive standpoint, or he's not impacting the game, offensively. It's just like his ability to shuttle, get forward, and be a bit of a pit bull, a terrier in the midfield.
Yep.
Like he just gets after it, right? He works hard, but he's not really. I still think that technically. When you see him in that number 8-10 role, I would rather see somebody else there. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather see somebody else there.
I thought Caps. I think you'll agree with this. Yesterday was a game where Maresca didn't give him too much instructions. Do you know what I mean? Like too many instructions in terms of he didn't overload his brain. It was very, very. And I don't even blame him for the yellow card because that's just a normal yellow card.
Yeah, of course.
He had to do it, innit?
Yeah, he had to do it. So, but what I'm telling you is that when you don't overload his brain, he straightforward, like against Liverpool and other games, very straightforward. He does his
PSG.
Job. Like yesterday, yesterday, he already press, tackle, pass it, normal passing to whoever, and that's it. That was simple. That's all he needed to do, and that was all he did. And he didn't, like I said, he didn't finish the game because he got a yellow card, and that was also smart from Maresca.
You guys think that's why? Eh? I actually, when I was watching back the game, I thought something different. I thought.
Okay.
I thought he had dead leg after that because he took a Charlie horse. It looked like when he went in.
He was rubbed. Yes, you're right. He was holding his right. Was it his right leg? He was holding.
And then after that, maybe maybe a couple minutes after that, Chelsea had a free kick on the left, and they panned to Maresca. He was talking to one of his assistants. They had a little quick chat. Then they turned around. They went right to Santos, and they said Santos, and they called up Santos, and then. Yeah. And then he starts the second half. I think he's going to start on the weekend.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Let's talk about Estevao, man. The guy behind me, the star boy.
Do we have to?
We have to.
Do we have to?
We have to. We have to. It's inevitable. The guy,
generational. There we go. We spoke about him.
Him to score that kind of goal on a big stage. The irony is the rival will tell us, they need to perform in big games. And so him to score that goal in a big game where everyone's watching, I can't write that script. What a goal. And we see that finish before. He done it against us in the Cup World Cup. He scored a lot of goals as well in terms of the season.
As well.
He's both-footed.
Yeah, I think he's both-footed. He's like 4-star weak foot. But listen, this guy is utterly class. And it's only a matter of time for in the Premier League, he keeps performing like he is in the Champions League and the EFL and stuff like that in the international stages. I think he's got a lot of qualities. I think he's good dribbler. And what I like about him, guys, is that he always looks to attack his fullback. He's not scared to lose the ball or make the wrong pass and try again. And look at the goal he did against Balde. Balde is a good left back, by the way. Balde's a top left back.
He's probably
in
their
the
best
league.
player. He's probably their best player yesterday.
Yeah, like let's not act like they didn't have that best left back in the
Cheers,
league.
look at the dribble for the goal, right?
He was their best player, by the way.
He twisted the
Exactly.
I think it's Kabassi so much that he could have actually got a penalty as well if he went down, because like Kabassi was like fouled him because he stuck his leg out. Because when a winger does that, the defender can't change the position. They have to stick out a leg.
Yeah.
They just stick out a leg naturally. But I just thought he was the player that created the most chances yesterday, because remember he put that through ball in for Neto, and Neto should have done better in the first half, sort of blasted
With the right
over.
foot shot. Yeah.
he was just on it.
By
By the way, he done the same thing against Wolves. He needs to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Neto.
He was
done the
just,
same
he
thing
was,
as well.
he was just on it. You know, I thought he had he was just sensational. Do you know what I mean? It's just he can only like. Oh, I saw these reports earlier today that like someone put a fake story out. He said he got a 5-year contract. 5-year contract. 2033.
Was his agent? I thought it was his agent that said it.
2033 is his contract up. 2033. All right, we can hold that. But no, he was great last night, and I don't know if he starts at the weekend. I don't care if he starts or not.
He'll definitely come on.
He's going to be in the game. He's going to take part in the game no matter what, whether he starts.
Is there a world where him and Palmer don't start?
Palmer won't start.
Not the
Palmer
weekend.
won't start.
Not the weekend. But I would say this right, and I'm an older Chelsea fan, like unlike Rob. Well, Rob's the oldest because he's 105 years old. But we were. I've seen like there's only 3 players. Like he's one of 3 players I can think of that's got the hype around him that is showing at the moment. And Palmer's not in it because I don't think we had the hype around him when he signed. It was more like
it's like a deadline day. It was like a deadline day.
It's Zola. For me, it's Zola, Hazard, and this guy. Because I tell you what, you can actually hear it when he gets the ball. You know the seats at the ground that they fold up when you
flip
stand
up.
up. You can actually hear that. You can hear the
you can hear the film flip up.
Stand up like that. You could hear it. Honestly, that goal was something else, man.
For
you
me,
know what? You're right, Chess. Because I tell you what, and we all do it, but we only give players their flowers. You know when fans tell us how good their player is, and we see it now and again, and go, we're not too sure, and we do the same. But we only do it because we only give proper flowers when they do it against a team who, even in name only, that we rate. Rate. We always do it, right? It doesn't matter who. You're not going to get it if you had this type of performance against a Burnley or something like that. You're going to have it in a game against Barcelona.
Andrew, put it this way: there's a reason why I had Arsenal fans calling me when Rice scored 2 free kicks, and not when they're playing Burnley at home. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the big stage matters. It does matter because you get to showcase your quality. But yeah, Rob, Jay,
smash the likes
let me know, man.
in the chat. Smash the likes.
Smash the likes, guys.
Big up Rob for joining. He had to cut. Big up yourself for joining as well, Jay and Andrew and Deb and Jen. But Rob, Jay, man, you at the game, you saw live, atmosphere was crazy. What was Estevao saying? That was it as good as it was on TV? Because to me, it
was just like when you get to see it, especially when you just get to see it live. I don't know, it hits different. As I say, every single time he touched the ball, the crowd just went mental, and especially when he's attacking as well. So the build up to that goal, like the atmosphere, and then when he lifted up the roof of the net. Absolute scenes. And that's the thing I hate about VAR. Even when the Delap goal went in, it's like because it got delayed because they were checking it.
Yeah,
it's like you don't get to like properly celebrate. You have to go like because there were so many offside goals before. We were like we had to check the lines. We had to check the lines. But no, honestly, the atmosphere was just elite. And then afterwards, they were doing, I like it. I like it. No, it was just rocking, man. I thought the Liverpool game was the best atmosphere I've been to. Yesterday was tops it.
Yeah, that was. And I usually criticize. I always think my theory is correct that all home fans only really get up for about 10 to 12 games a season, depending on the situation and the opponent. Do you know what I mean? Because like you wouldn't get that. You wouldn't get atmosphere on the home tie against Wolves. Do you know what I mean?
And I think for me as well, if we beat Arsenal as well, I think that's going to top. I think that's going
to with the way things are going right now, like the energy around the club right
momentum,
now. Oh my God! If they beat Arsenal,
this will be Arsenal will be the hardest game of the season because
for me that would be the second. not the second in terms of beat. It'd be the second hardest game after Bayern that we played this season.
Bayern was
Yeah.
But for me personally, I cannot stand up. They're the team I hate the most in the world. So
I
we beat
understand.
them, and the fact that we haven't beat them since 2021 either, we have to beat them.
2018 since the bridge.
Yeah, well, if we want to be in this mode of like title challenging, or not even that, it's like kind of improving. We've got to win our home games against big teams. Away from home, fine, get a draw.
We've won Liverpool. We've only faced Liverpool, innit? So we won Liverpool. Yeah, we beat Liverpool.
There's a few away grounds we're poor at, but at home we've even been poor against Liverpool.
Well, you asked about the home games, innit?
Yeah, at home I'm saying these big six teams we struggled a bit. Man City we struggled.
That's true.
So this season's a chance because clearly we're beating big teams. We've got a good system in place. Arsenal this week, right after this win, right after the win before that, all these clean sheets. I'm not saying there's no reason not to because Arsenal are tough, but we've got all the momentum, the quality, the players coming back to actually get a win, not just a draw, a win. A draw will leave everyone disappointed. Chelsea will be disappointed because we're in a good run, and Arsenal will be disappointed because they want to kind of end the league.
That's a good point. That's a good point for them. If they get a draw, that's a good point.
Yeah,
they'll take a draw, but I know for a fact that the Arsenal fan base are very, very confident they can win.
No,
of course they are, but they of course they want to win like as much as we do. But if they get a point out of this,
they think they're gonna win. That's the thing.
Yeah, but if you get a point, if you get a point, that's a good point. Like that's a good point. I don't think it's a good point for us though.
Well, no, we need to win. If we're going to be in this mix, we need to win this game.
Yeah.
If we're going to be in the
we
mix,
have to, we can't
at that point, we're only 3 points behind, and then the pressure's on Arsenal to not slip up, as I mentioned, against them lower teams, like where they drop. Because the draws add up. As much you might pick a draws do start to add up.
Plus, it's going to be more of a tactical
for
battle
sure.
Anyway, the weekend. It's going to be a tactical battle.
That's how Arsenal missed out last season. I think.
It's going to be a very slow game. It's not going to be like how it was. Do you remember last season?
You know, my worry is
it's mad.
My worry is just if it's a slow game, I think that favors them. You know, because they're a little bit more solid in the defensive areas.
Yeah.
Like they defend the numbers too, and they can really they can restrict areas on the pitch quite well.
But
I think we need in the bigger games, the ones that we've been really good in. Like I think we've been good at like destabilizing the middle and like being able to play through teams, right? Yeah. And I don't think that Arsenal's going to play that way. I don't think that they're going to allow us to do that. You know.
No, I agree. I think amazingly, what I'm about to say, we should actually try and do what Poch did against them in 23-24, in terms of how we unsettled them for about 70 plus minutes until obviously the goalkeeper intervened.
That was so annoying.
That's what I'm talking about, though. But it's like I think it won't be the same against Liverpool, obviously, because they're built differently. It's just, you know what, I'm just looking forward to how he tries to unpick them. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like what is that's the most fascinating thing. I've like I said to you, Ches, at the beginning, I'm not gonna question any starting lineup anymore. I'll question it afterwards if we lose or something like that. I'll question it beforehand. I'm not even going to guess how we're going to try and play because I'll be wrong. I'll just be wrong.
Yeah, we'll do a preview. Obviously, I wouldn't say the Bayern game against Arsenal tonight has a massive indication how we're going to play, how they're going to play. But I'm saying with the lineup, it's hard to predict. We don't really know. We think we know, we don't know. We have to see.
Exactly,
but for me,
we never know.
I'm definitely the most confident I've been for a long time in beating these big teams. Like
I got what I wanted, Ches, because I wanted a comfortable, controlling, non-frill performance against Burnley, and I wanted a win, but a very good performance against Barcelona.
We got both.
And now against Arsenal, I just want to win. I don't care what it is.
And you've got different kind of wins, but wins. So Burnley was just get over the line.
But at Arsenal, I just want to win. I don't care.
Yeah, rotate the squad, get the win. Then Barca was get your first team back, tactically do well, beat them convincingly. Or what? The boost the confidence of goals. Perfect. Exactly. I mean, Estevao bang on the big stage, perfect. And then Arsenal will literally just be, you just win. Whether it goes on someone's toenail, they head it off their shoulder,
penalty, whatever, deflected shot,
penalty. You win. So, how we can improve in the last 2 years? The difference is their team's actually got better since we played them last. So
so's ours.
Yeah, as I said, both teams have. So this game is one of those where you can't, the Barcelona game, Dan and Andrew, you can think about in your head how they play, and like
Yeah.
before the match starts, you can kind of figure out using your intuition, your own football knowledge. Okay, cool. This game with Arsenal, no one really knows how it's really going to go down. Like you just can't really imagine how's the atmosphere going to be. Like, it's going to be tense. Is it going to be excited? Is it going to be loud? Is it going to be nervous? We have a bad record there for 8 years. It's very. We're going to preview the game, but it's very interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's not one that you can like. It's definitely one that you can't necessarily predict how it's going to be played out. Whether or not we are going to be able to, play the way that we do in most big matches and be, get on the break, break with numbers, get after them, close down the middle area. I think that we still should be able to dominate the middle area of the pitch. I don't care who they have in that midfield. I think that we have the quality to win that matchup, and that'll go a long way saying who wins the match as far as I'm concerned. Whoever wins that midfield is going to be in a good stead to take the 3 points as far as I'm concerned.
I think we need to mention, I know they get the points anyway, like Kukureka, Soto, Estevao get the points, but Enzo Fernandez last night, man, it just...
Oh yeah, again, I'm glad Rob's not here, but yeah, I agree.
Just again, just like, even now, no one mentions his price tag anymore. No one mentions the price tag anymore. I still kind of
do.
I know.
But,
okay.
But the reason is like mainly like everyone keeps baiting for him to play as a deep lying playmaker, and I'm like, we've seen his best football has been played as an 8-10. Like he's scoring goals, he's assisting.
I've always said to you on our couch that if we play a 4-3-3, he's the most advanced midfielder of that 4-3-3.
Of course.
It's not even close. And do you know what it is yesterday, man? He's just you know what he's had, but he has an impact on both sides of the game, though. Do you know what I mean? He has an impact on the defending and because he was covering that left hand side. He's all like this thing about he's not suited to the Premier League. Bullshit, absolute bullshit.
Yeah, rubbish.
He's just been brilliant again. He's improved from last season for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just improves again, and he's part of Maresca's core.
He could have had a hat trick yesterday, to be honest.
Oh, that second goal! He should have had the goal. That second one, it didn't touch Chalobah. Offside. He wasn't offside. That should have been a goal.
Yeah. No, he should have. On a better day, on another day, he could have had a hat trick. Because then there was that one where I think it was Santos that laid it off to him, top of the box, and he just didn't hit it clean.
Yeah.
That should have been a goal.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. So
yeah, man.
He played well though.
Yeah, I think he's one of my best players on the pitch. Definitely top 3. He was solid.
You can make a case for nearly everyone, if not everyone.
And like someone said before, I think it was on YouTube, where the manager can get the instructions across, and it shows because like all these guys being top performers on the day, it's only credit to the manager, man. But anyway, Andrew Couch, we're going to end it there. We'll be doing a preview for the Arsenal game probably on Friday, as it'll be 2 days away, because we don't play on Saturday to this week. It'll be on Sunday 4:30. Sky, live and direct, big game.
Last game of the weekend.
The last time we had this kind of game was the Man United one, and that went horribly wrong in literally 2 minutes. So hopefully we don't get another one of these.
Yeah.
We haven't played a 4:30 in a long time. I don't remember the last 4:30 we had. I think that was the United game. I think.
Just quickly though, and I was thinking about this morning. Does Fofana start for you guys?
Yeah.
Did he play all night yesterday?
He played a full 90.
Yes, but I think he plays.
I don't know. Maresca's he talked about managers and minutes against Burnley, didn't he? So it's like I don't know. I would, and then this is what I'm gonna say, but we leave on this. If there's a moment to play him, like if we're talking about midweeks, this would be the one, right? Obviously Tuesday kickoff to Sunday. Sunday late kickoff. That would be he's got more of a chance, Couch, because it's 5 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. More of a rest in between.
I just don't think if he does play Arsenal, I just don't see him then starting or playing against Leeds.
I don't care about that game. You can play. I think
what's
anyone.
more important, does Badiashile get minutes on Sunday?
No.
I think not starting minutes, just minutes. That's the.
I mean, it depends on what situation we find ourselves in. I think.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, like it's. I still have PTSD with that.
I know. It's okay.
Big time.
It's okay. But even
PTSD,
we didn't
yeah.
we didn't have to
Big
use
time.
it. That's what I mean. We didn't even use our Pedro yesterday, guys. He didn't even come
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Didn't even come on.
Right. It's true. A lot to discuss, man. This week we have time to gather our thoughts as well. Palmer's definitely going to be back. 100%.
Sit back and
He'll
relax.
definitely be
Just watch the football tonight. Just sit back and
Yeah.
relax.
back. 100%. We're in a good position. I think big teams play each other, so we're guaranteed to probably stay within top 8. I don't know if we'll drop below 8.
I think we'll go lowest is 8th if everyone wins. I think.
Yeah, so we're in a very good
Eighth,
position. I think
yeah.
we've got Paphos at
Then we've got Atalanta away. Got Atalanta away, then Paphos at home.
yeah. So
And
if
then
we just
Napoli,
win
right?
those, if we win
Napoli's-
those two, Napoli in terrible form in the Champions League. If we win these 2 next games,
Then we're in
we
top
should
8.
we
We
should
finish in
probably
top
win
8.
top 8. We'll be because in the last game just becomes like a runaround, and it? It's like whatever.
For
But
sure.
if we draw the next game, the next 2 become must wins, and we need to get top 8 because we're in the Carabao Cup semis. We're in
Just
obviously
to avoid
league.
2 more games.
race.
That's what it is. Avoid 2 more
As
games.
it stands, we're in a top 2 race, so we need to stay in that pack. And then also coupled with that, we have the FA Cup, which starts in January. So anyway, people, love Couch and Andrew will speak definitely this week sometime, hopefully. But everyone in the chat, I didn't speak to likes, but the like ratio is very strong today, so I didn't even need to push it. So thank you for everyone doing that. Sub to Couch down below. We'll be down below. Yes, Sia also joined. 8 Stoobs and Andrews and Rob's Twitters will also be down there. I'm going to do that now. Big up everybody for joining. Thank you so much to my mods. Prodigy, you got EE here always. Matthew joining. Chelma, Joe Shaw, always showing love. Always a football terrorist as well back in the day. Faye, Ban, User, all you guys always in my chat showing me love. Appreciate that a lot. And everybody else who I didn't read out, my bad. We'll see you guys tomorrow anyway. Boot yourself. Up the Chels, fantastic win. Let's enjoy the evening, man. Peace.
Yeah.